Hello everybody, this is AK. I'm back. So this video I'm going to talk about a couple of things. Number one is about trading stocks, and number two is about the local banks, specifically OCBC. Right. So when I was reading some news, I came across an article that said a 30-year-old Singaporean man lost $500,000 savings from day trading, right? Day trading. Yeah. For those who don't know, day trading is a form of trading where individuals buy and sell stocks within the same trading day to make money. So, of course, it's about buying low, selling high, or if you were to short the market, I think that would be a bit more difficult. But some people do that. They short, they sell the stock thinking that the stock price would drop by the end of the day. And of course, they make the difference, right? That is day trading. And this fella, somehow, he has managed to lose almost $500,000 of his savings trading stocks. But for a 30-year-old to have $500,000 in savings, that's quite something. And I know, I mean, we could possibly inherit, or if we're very good at what we do, make that kind of money and save that kind of money if we are quite frugal. So I can imagine how it must be a very painful experience. I mean, it's not my money, but I feel the pain, Of course, regular readers know that I've done some trading myself. Not as much these days, not in recent years, but in my early years in the stock market, I was trading as well. And I made probably about more than $500,000 in trading before I decided that it's a bit too stressful. Trading stocks, you look at the prices all the time. You're more interested in prices than you are in value when you are a trader, right? So we have to know when we are a trader and when we are an investor, because the strategies are very different, right? Traders don't care about the fundamentals, they only care about the price action, right? So if you're interested in trading stocks, and if you are very good at it, you have a right temperament for a trade as a trader, you have to be quite emotionless. You must know when you have to cut losses and take losses without flinching, and you also must be quite emotionless in the sense that you cannot be too greedy. Once you hit your target price, you sell, you take the money and you run, right? So you are not prone to being too greedy or being too fearful, right? So that makes a good trader. You must have the right mindset, right? And of course, you must have the right knowledge and the right skills. Otherwise, you're just throwing money away. I have a reading list in my blog on books which I would recommend if you want to make some money trading stocks. I'll leave a link in the description box below for those who are interested. I mean, it'll be very sad to hear more stories like this, like losing $500,000 trading stocks. If he had invested the $500,000 in the local banks, right, in the last few months, for example, he didn't even have to wait for Mr. Market to go into a depression. He would easily be able to generate like $25,000 to $30,000 a year in passive income from the dividends paid by the banks on an annual basis, right? $25,000 to $30,000 a year is nothing to poo-poo at. I mean, that amount of money is enough for some people with very simple lifestyle to achieve FIRE, right? They could retire. Just $2,000 a month, they think is enough to support their lifestyle, right? So $500,000 throwing away should have invested in the banks. Right. So that brings me to OCBC. Right. So regular readers know that OCBC is my largest investment right now in my portfolio. Right. Compared to DBS and UOB is my largest, and it's worth about, it's more than $500,000 in market value. Right. And that's a reason. Another is a reason why I decided that I want to buy more of DBS and UOB rather than OCBC, because the exposure is quite large already. But for many readers who are looking at investing in banks, in the local banks, OCBC is still best value for money stock to invest in, bank to invest in my opinion, right? Based on price to book, PE ratio, that kind of numbers. So if we are just starting out, I would say give equal weightage to all the three local banks and maybe a heavier weightage to OCBC, because it is really value for money, right? And we like to buy things which provide better value, right? Give more bang for our buck, right? So, and in my last one of my recent videos, I say that price I was looking at, that I would be adding more OCBC. For me personally, it would be like 11.50, 11.60 per share, right? But for people who are just starting out, if I were just starting out, I think that would be a long wait, quite a long wait. I'm putting my neck out to say this, it might be a long wait. And a more realistic or a shorter term support, I think, is closer to like 12.60 per share. So at 12.60 per share, we could be buying some, and at that kind of price, it's already giving a very attractive dividend yield, right? So, but the longer term supports are still at like $12 and 11.50, 11.60 per share, right? For those who are more like me, already have a large exposure to OCBC. Anyway, that's all for this video. If AK can talk to himself, so can you. Bye bye.